Good day, everyone. Let's start with a question. How many of you have ever promised yourself, this time I'm really going to focus, and then 5 minutes later you're watching a cat try to fit into a shoebox on YouTube? Be honest, don't worry. I've been there too. In fact, I think half of us would be billionaires by now if focus came in a bottle. But since it doesn't, we have to learn how to build it within ourselves. Today I want to talk about something that matters deeply, especially in a world full of distractions. Staying focused on yourself. Not in a selfish way, not in a I don't care about anyone else way, but in a healthy, purposeful, and powerful way where your energy, your dreams, and your time are invested in your own growth. Let's face it, we live in the most distracted generation in human history. We don't just get distracted by noise anymore. We get distracted by notifications, opinions, gossip, comparison, and that one video that says, you won't believe what happens next. And we never do. It's like trying to run a marathon while juggling flaming bowling balls. Our brains are constantly switching tabs like a laptop with too many Chrome windows open. You open your phone to reply to one message, and 3 hours later, you're reading about penguins who can't find love in Antarctica. Don't ask me how I've been there. But here's the thing. You can't grow if your attention is everywhere except on yourself. Focus is like sunlight. When it's scattered, it's warm, but when it's concentrated, it can start a fire. And that fire, that's the energy that changes your life. Now let's talk about why focus is so hard. When you lose focus, it's not because you're lazy. It's because your brain is wired to chase stimulation, something new, something exciting, something that gives you a little dopamine hit. You sit down to work and suddenly your brain says, wait, maybe I should clean the kitchen first. Wait, maybe I should check my email. Wait, what if aliens are real? And before you know it, it's 11 p.m. and your dreams are sitting in the corner waiting for you to remember them. But here's what's important to understand. You can train your brain. Focus is not a personality trait. It's a skill. And just like a muscle, it gets stronger the more you use it. Focusing on yourself doesn't mean ignoring people. It means choosing yourself first so that you can give your best to others. You see, when your attention is scattered across what everyone else is doing, who's winning, who's failing, who's getting engaged, who's buying a new car, you forget that your own journey is unfolding right in front of you. Imagine you're running a race, but instead of watching your lane, you keep turning your head to see what everyone else is doing. You'll trip, you'll stumble, and you might even lose sight of the finish line. Your race is yours. Your lane is yours, and your focus, well, it should be too. So stop scrolling through other people's highlight reels and start building your own story. Let me tell you a secret. Staying focused doesn't mean you'll always feel like focusing. There will be days when your brain feels like mashed potatoes. Days when motivation hides like your missing sock. Days when every fiber of your being just wants to nap, snack, and binge watch something you've already seen twice. And that's okay, because success doesn't come from perfection. It comes from persistence. When you can laugh at yourself for getting distracted and still return to your goal, you're already winning. One time I tried meditating for 10 minutes. I set my timer, sat on the floor, closed my eyes, and told myself, don't think. 30 seconds later, my brain went, I wonder if I left the fridge open. Then, what if squirrels had their own tiny gym? Then, I'm definitely nailing this meditation thing. When the timer went off, I realized I had spent the whole session thinking about squirrels doing squats. But that's life. The mind wanders, and your job isn't to hate it, it's to bring it back again and again and again. Now let's get practical. How do you actually stay focused on yourself when the world keeps trying to grab your attention? Here are some tools that work wonders. 1, create a you schedule. Stop leaving your personal goals for when I have time. That time will never appear on its own. You have to make it. Schedule time for your dreams like it's a business meeting with yourself. Because guess what? You're the CEO of your life. 2, eliminate distractions like a boss. You don't have to fight distractions. You can outsmart them. Put your phone in another room when working. Use do not disturb like your life depends on it. Because it does, your focused life does. The fewer distractions you allow in, the more you'll notice how powerful your mind becomes. 3, learn to say no. Every yes you give to something meaningless is a no to your growth. Be selective. Your time is sacred. People might call you selfish. That's fine. Let them. They'll call you successful later. 4, reward progress. You don't need to wait until you've achieved everything to feel proud. Celebrate small wins because small wins create momentum. Finished reading a chapter? Do a victory dance. Resisted the urge to scroll for an hour? You're basically a superhero. 5, guard your energy. Not everyone deserves access to your mental space. If someone constantly drains your motivation, you have the right to step back. Protect your peace like it's your Wi-Fi password. Only share it with those who truly need it. Now let's be real, you will lose focus sometimes. Even the most disciplined people get off track. The key isn't to avoid failure, it's to recover fast. Here's the formula. Pause, reflect, restart. When you catch yourself slipping, pause, don't judge yourself, just breathe, reflect, ask, what pulled my attention away? Restart, gently bring your mind back to what matters. You don't need to start over, you just need to continue from where you left off. Focus is a journey, not a destination. Every time you refocus, you strengthen your ability to stay centered next time. Let's talk about something deadly to focus, comparison. Social media has made it so easy to feel like you're behind. Someone else is richer, smarter, fitter, happier, or just got a new job, and suddenly you're questioning your entire existence because your biggest achievement today was not burning your toast. But remember this. You can't compare your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. Everyone's timeline is different. Some people bloom at 20, some at 40, some at 60. Flowers don't compete. They just bloom when it's their time. Your time will come too, but not if you waste your energy wishing for someone else's season. Focus on watering your own garden, and one day you'll look around and realize it's full of color. Let's be honest, personal growth can be weird sometimes. You start reading self-help books, meditating, drinking green juice, and talking to yourself in the mirror like you're in a motivational movie. And that's okay. Growth looks funny from the outside, but powerful from within. If people laugh at your routines, your affirmations, or your journaling habits, let them. They're laughing now, but they'll ask for your advice later. And if you ever catch yourself taking life too seriously, remember, even the best version of yourself should know how to laugh at their mistakes. The goal isn't to be perfect. The goal is to be present and have fun while you're becoming the best version of you. Here's the cool part. Focus doesn't just help you work better, it makes your life feel better. When you focus on yourself, you reduce stress because you stop trying to control what you can't. You become more confident because you're measuring. You build resilience because you learn to rely on your own energy. Your mind becomes calmer, your goals become clearer, and your purpose becomes louder. It's like cleaning your room. At first it's chaotic, but as you pick up one thing at a time, you realize how much space you actually have to move and breathe. That's what focusing on yourself does. It clears your mental space for greatness. Now let's tackle one of the biggest myths. Motivation doesn't last. Some days you'll wake up ready to conquer the world. Other days you'll wake up ready to conquer your blanket. And that's normal. Motivation starts the engine, but discipline drives the car. So when motivation fades, rely on systems. Create routines that make focus automatic. For example, write your goals down every morning. Do one task at the same time each day. Keep your environment clean. It influences your mind more than you realize. And here's the best part. Once you keep showing up, your focus stops being a battle. It becomes a habit. Life won't always be smooth. You'll have setbacks, heartbreaks, stress, and doubt. Sometimes the universe will test how badly you want your goals. When that happens, remind yourself, storms don't last forever, but strong people do. If you fall off track, don't beat yourself up. Every setback can become a setup for a comeback. Focus isn't about perfection, it's about progress. As long as you keep showing up, even when it's messy, you're already ahead of most people. Let's dig into the heart of focus, your why. If you don't know why you're doing something, it's easy to lose focus. Your why is what keeps you going when the excitement fades. Ask yourself, why do I want this? What would my life look like if I achieved it? Who would I become if I didn't give up? When your why is strong, your focus becomes unshakable. You stop chasing motivation and start creating purpose. Here's a truth people rarely say. We're all just figuring it out. Some days we're confident, other days we're confused. Some days we feel like superheroes, other days we feel like potatoes in hoodies. And that's okay, because focusing on yourself isn't about becoming flawless. It's about becoming real. It's about showing up, laughing through the chaos, learning, falling, and rising again. So if you ever feel lost, just remember, even your worst day is still part of your story. And every chapter, even the messy ones, has meaning. My friend, you are not behind. You are not broken. You are not unfocused forever. You are simply learning how to direct your energy toward the person you're becoming. You are your greatest project. So give yourself the patience you give others. Give yourself the encouragement you give your friends. And most importantly, give yourself permission to grow at your own pace. Because the moment you start focusing on you, everything changes. Your confidence grows. Your peace expands. And suddenly the noise around you doesn't matter as much. You'll stop needing validation from others because you'll realize the only validation that truly matters comes from within. So how do you stay focused on yourself? You laugh when you fail. You restart when you drift. You celebrate small wins. You protect your energy. You keep your eyes on your lane. And you never stop believing that you're capable of more. Because you are. You are not easily distracted. You are learning to master your attention. You are not behind. You're building your timing. You are not lost. You are simply on a path that no one else can walk for you. So go out there and build, grow, shine, and stay focused on you. The world needs the best version of you, not the distracted version trying to be everyone else. And hey, if you ever lose focus again, don't worry. Just remember this speech, laugh at yourself, and start again. Because life isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. Thank you.